the chase, my little whip on cruise control.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
And this drive will begin with a run from Achane. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Tua signaling to change things up. In motion, the tight end.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21 T.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. There he goes, left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll give it to Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Mixon again, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Steps away to his left. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way to the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
11, 12, 12, 12. Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. A gain there of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
Well done.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
11 Mighty.
Now it's Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the ball is knocked out. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Brought down at the 20. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
44.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
I'm fine, ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11 MT, take. 11, stop.
Here's Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Here we go.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 12, 12, stop.
On second down, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
I'm one, ready?
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. Now Tua going to change the play. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
First down. Here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And
they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On one, ready?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
12.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
11 MC tight.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's caught at the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
11 MC tight. 11. 12.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
All right, come on.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Tua going to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
This will be taken at the 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
12. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this will be caught at the 30. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 73 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Locked incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watson, Oscar.
Here's Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. To return is Taylor. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Dolphins, nothing.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
Gun.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
11,
Chase, the motion man right.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Forced out to his left.
Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey! Solo left Zion. 20, TX.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
11 mighty. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Being chased out left. This is caught. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is now 24.
Dolphins nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
What are you doing? Go ahead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They set up the screen to Achane. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Tua gets this one to Hill. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Here we go.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides